So hello there, and my name's Gaynor. I'm from FitFish, and I'm going to be talking this evening about how to eat what you want on holiday. It's that season coming up, and if you're anything like me, some years ago now, I've just got fed up of going on holiday and feeling bloated, uncomfortable, out of control, and disappointed in myself that food was such a focus or was making me feel a certain way. I used to look at other people on holiday and think that it wasn't fair that they could eat what they wanted and it wouldn't have any negative or unwanted consequences. And just, I don't know about you, but whether you're just fed up of that element of holidays in a way that you always come back feeling slightly bloated, maybe a bit lethargic, and that you need to go on some kind of health kick. So I want to tell you that it's totally possible to eat what you want to on holiday and have freedom in that area. And you deserve to, hi there, you deserve to have a holiday and to treat your body in the way it deserves. So hopefully I'm here to help. So I think we need to look at what's going on here. Often when you go on a holiday, you're coming from maybe a place where you've deprived yourself of some foods, maybe you've been on a bit of a health kick, maybe you are feeling like you deserve a reward or a treat when you're on holiday. You deserve to let go. You need to let your hair get down and eat things that perhaps you don't normally help. And unfortunately, that's part of the problem with going on holiday, is that unless we've sorted out the bigger picture and we have freedom in general to be able to eat what we want when we want, then holidays will pose a little bit of problem in that way, because we tend to treat ourselves and feel that we deserve certain things when we're on holiday and let our guard down a bit, and sometimes that can go too far. So I'd say firstly, try and bigger picture look at your general pattern of eating and what's going on there in your life. But don't fear, I know that some of you haven't got much time until you go away on holiday this year, so I wanted to give you some quick pointers. So I'm going to run through 3 P's. So it's all really about mindset, and the first P is peace. Peace is a great and a wonderful thing, and that something that we should have in all circumstances. So there are no good and bad foods to have on holiday. You could have someone having a really healthy holiday and they're eating the same things as someone having quite an unhealthy holiday. It's not necessarily the food that you're eating, but the mindset that you go into things with. So aim to have that peace. No food is good or bad. What are your choices? What are your decisions? What will you feel peaceful with? What do you really want to be eating? And make sure that your choices are your choices. What do you want when you think bigger picture about your holiday? And that brings me on to the second P, is picturing. Picturing what you want before you go can be really, really effective. Now that might mean journaling. Might mean even making a Pinterest or a mood board or a picture board, something like that. Or it could just be thinking, how do you want to feel when the holiday ends? I was going to say, how do you want to feel when you get off the plane? But that's probably not quite the case. But how do you want to feel when you come back home? Do you want to feel that you've got lots of work to undo? Or do you want to feel like you've had a healthy, balanced holiday and you've been able to enjoy things that you wanted to eat? So picturing can be really, really effective, so that when you're faced with the day-to-day choices on holiday, up front in your mind is that desire that you want to have fun, but you want to be healthy and you want to finish your holiday on a healthy note. And the third P is actually, I've forgotten, planning. That's the one. So planning is really, really key. Where are you going? What's the food going to be like? Do you need to make little adjustments to your routine so that you can fit some exercise in? Do you need to be eating certain things for breakfast and lunch so that you can go out at dinner time? What kind of things can you do that make sure it is actually how you want to eat? So my breakfast on holiday would probably stay quite similar, because that's the way I want to eat. That's what suits me. Lunches, I'd probably try and keep quite similar as well. Great fan of Tupperware, but plastic that lasts for a long time rather than throw away, and making up salads and packed lunches as normal for holidays. And then you can eat a bit more flexibly at other times. So what do you need to plan? What do you need to think about in advance? Do you finish a big portion of fish and chips, or do you actually feel a bit bleh when you have? Can anyone finish a big portion of fish and chips? Actually, with a small portion, do you just fine? Do you want an ice cream every day, or would actually a cold drink satisfy you on some of those days? So choose what you want and what you can adapt to make sure that can happen. So if you draw close to God before your holiday and bear those 3 P's in mind, then that can really help you to have a healthy, balanced holiday where you can enjoy whatever you want to, but making choices because you want to make choices and decisions, because you've thought about them beforehand and you've pictured and planned for the bigger picture what you really, really want. And it is totally possible to have that fun, healthy, free holiday that you deserve and to come back refreshed. Now, I spoke a little at the beginning about us seeing holiday as a bit of a reward, and therefore our eating becoming a bit of a reward and a treat. And that's one of the areas of emotional eating that I explore. And I'm just about to launch a new mini course called End Emotional Eating, which is really, really exciting. And we delve into it in a lot more detail, and it can really help you to go through a process to end that side of your overeating, if that's something that you recognize in yourself. So look out for the links for that. They'll probably be below if you're watching this later via the blog. If you're watching it live on Facebook, then they'll appear a bit later in the week. But I'd love to be able to help you a bit more through that course. So do look out for that mini course. But yeah, in the comments, do let me know your holiday plans. What are you up to? Where are you going to go this summer, and how are you feeling about your eating on holiday? Okay, see you soon and take care. Bye bye.